Evet. İkinci bölümden devam. Bu odayı bir keşfedelim bakalım. Neler varmış. Daha doğrusu bakabiliyor muyuz buralara bilmiyorum çok ama. Öğreneceğiz.
Revelio.
Var mı burada gizli bir şeyler? Aha orada bir şey var. Ne o? Ne o, meyve mi? O, ne ara aldık lan? Okay, buralarda başka bir şey yok. Çıkıyorum o zaman odada. Oyunu kapatıp açtık. Bütün her şeyi ultra'ya çektik ya. FPS birazcık düştü. 90'larda şu anda.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
King hoş geldin. Demiş miydim hatırlamıyorum ama. Merhaba arkadaşlar. Ne o, dünyayı mı çevireceğiz? Çevirelim. Merhaba.
Can I help you?
Sebastian.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow.
Öyledir.
Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled.
Yok, oyun düşmüyor.
We can talk more later.
Oyun içi kozmetik düşüyor. Ne okuyordun?
What
Anlat
book were
bakalım.
you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are
Really?
you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts?
Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Aa, bu saldı lan konuşmayı. Peki. Peki böyle olsun. Peki. Merhaba, ne baktın bayan? Hanımefendi ne baktınız? Merhaba. Onlar ne uçuruyor lan orada? Ne yapıyor? Ne yapıyorsunuz? Hadi bunu da çevirelim.
I wouldn't do
Merhaba.
that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Ah lan.
Told you.
Evet, söylemişti sana.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new
Kimmişim ben?
Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig
Öyle
last
miymiş?
night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could.
Bunun
Speaking
animasyonunu
of
pek
which,
yapamamışlar.
I'd like to get in some time
Sadece
on my
ağzı
broom before
kıpırdıyor
classes.
neredeyse. Yanaklarda hiç oynama yok. Bak yine şey yok. Atlama var. Atlıyor. İkinciyi seçemiyorum. İkinciyi seçeceğim.
Do you have a lot of time to fly
Alttakini
during school?
seçti.
I make
Hayır.
the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Buna mecbur basacağız artık.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Tamam, bununla da tanıştık. Kim kaldı? Sen kimsin? Yalnız çocuk. Omnis.
I think I heard one.
Ne duydun?
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Memorable?
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Tamam, olur.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Öyle diyorsun ha. Tamam, seninle görüş.
Did
Allah.
that student say he thought he heard
Yanlış
a
oldu, yanlış
mermaid?
dur.
Yes.
Yine
But
kolun
I've never
azizliğine
heard of a
uğradık.
mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Okey.
It's the new 5th year
Herkesle
Slytherin
tanıştık.
in here. Professor Weasley's
Bunu da
waiting
çevirelim.
for you just by the stairs.
Ölemiyor diyorsun. Oh, sen de çevirdin. Tanışabiliyor muyuz peki bununla? Yok. Öyle duruyor sadece. Ortam çok güzel duruyor bu arada. Bayağı güzel yapmışlar bu arada. Detaylar falan nice. Bayağı beğendim ben. Dönme dolap merdiven yapmışlar.
I haven't slept in days.
Good morning. I trust you're ready
Morning.
for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been
Mükemmel.
dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
LWS.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have.
Aa,
when you
sınava mı
leave here.
gireceğiz?
After
No.
much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Oğlum ya gelir gelmez de dersindesin. Ya hayır ya. Hepsini öğrendik şu an, bitti. Tamam, okuduk kitabın hepsini, bitti. Tamam, yeter.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Ama az önce öğrendik zaten
You would
hepsini.
be
Hepsi
wise
böyle
to take
kafamıza
full
girdi bizim kesin.
advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you,
Nereye
Professor,
soktun
but
lan?
what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okey, götür
This
bakayım
way.
beni. Ama ben şunu bir çevirip geliyorum, bir saniye. Ha yok.
I
Facebook'a.
certainly would have appreciated
Dur,
something
kapanmasın
like the
kapı.
field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Filtrenin dungeon'ıymış burası.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
O sandığı
Why don't
alabilecek
you
miyim?
cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Guide page. Evet. Evet. Giremiyorum. Alo. Tamam, öğrenmedik ki daha, dur. Öğrendik mi? Öğrendik. Tamam, oldu. Şunu alabiliyor muyum?
Clever, isn't it?
Dur.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside.
Daha
of class.
uzaklaşmadan şey saydı. Saniye saymaya başladı. 2 saniye içimden ayrılma diyor. Kısaca muhtemelen. Böyle şeyler yapmayın, bak ben daha yeni geldim buraya. Yılan malan kapı açılıyor, bir şeyler oluyor.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Bir dakika. Şimdi bu map'i diyor açıyorsun diyor. Burada neden zımbırtılar gözüküyor? R yok. Olmuyor. Ya şu kolun çalışmaması, arada sapıtması. Nasıl işaretliyoruz bunu? Normal seçiyor muyuz böyle? Evet, bu ama şeyde çalışmıyor. Return to map. Dön. Okay. Selected. Travel. Oo. Fast travel attık. Tabi biraz uğraştırdı sanki ya.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Yani ne kadar acaba save'ledi time'ı?
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Central Hall.
Always something
Okay.
happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station. so to
Çok
speak.
güzel gözüküyor bu arada ya ortam.
That should be all for now.
Beklediğimden daha iyi duruyor
You'll
ha.
be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A
Soramayacağım
lot
şu an
to
sorumu.
absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn.
Sonra öğreniriz
Happily,
artık.
your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
Ne oldu
My
oğlum,
suspicion
konuşurken
is that
azap.
there's more more to
şeyler
the
çıktı.
story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way
Korkmuyorum
here.
ama.
Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck today. And remember to use
Biraz fazla olmuş
your
sanki ama bu
field
konuşma
guide.
şeyleri,
It will be
seansları.
invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned.
Tamam bulurum.
And
Hadi
we'll
derslere
see if we
girmem
can't
lazım. Hadi
get you to
saatim geldi. Alo.
Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's
Hadi bir
good
de
to see
seninle
you,
konuşalım.
Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yalan
She
Yalan
caught me
söylemeyelim.
off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okey. Hadi 2 tane dersimiz var. İkisine gidelim. Ama benim bu tuşlar yine çalışmıyor. Oldu mu?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman
Mr.
and a
Ollivander.
good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Welcome to Hogwarts. Tamam. Ne oluyor lan? Bir dakika. He, oradan şey bunu sen nasıl? Oğlum sayfa nereye gitti? Gel buraya. Neyse bu kapıdan çıkabiliyoruz değil mi şu anda? Açıl. Allah belanı. FPS'e ne oldu? Oha. Red Rating kapatacağız. Hatta dur kapatayım. Yine basmıyor tuşlar. Şimdilik çözsün de hikayesine bakarız. Bir de burada da ne gelmiş? Onlara bakalım. Leviosa şeysi var, dersimiz var. İşte bu var. Bunu seçmiştik ama biz ilk buna gideceğiz galiba. Burada nelerimiz var? Okay. Questler daha %1 falan filan bir şeyler var. Koleksiyonda neyimiz var? Nereden neyi bulduk? Okey. Dev yaratık şeyde oyun başında gördüğümüz boss. Yani burada da bir şeyimiz yokmuş yok. Umarım kapatmadan düzelmiştir bir tık. Düzelmiş. Patch'lerle toparlarlar. Ne oluyor? Aa, level 11 mi? Yukarıda mı bizim dersimiz? Merhaba. Yo. Nerede oğlum bizim dersimiz? Pardon. Buna gidelim. Abi çalışıyor. Öğrenelim. Leviosa. Mı? Hangisi bu?
Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Aynen
Professor
öyle.
Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Tak geriye yerine.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the
Burada
hands
niye
of
30
dark
FPS
wizards
yapmışlar ya?
more times than I care to remember.
Benim FPS mi
Levioso.
çökmüş?
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Bas boost'u, bas boost'u, bas boost'u. Öğrendik mi direkt?
Levioso!
Ama tek attık. Hiç filmdeki gibi bir saat kaldırmaya çalışmadık. Yetenekli miyiz? Neyiz acaba?
Let's try something a little larger.
Aynı şekilde verecek mi?
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Nasıl yani? Ha böyle.
Well done.
Ha böyle.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only
Huh?
Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Dın dın dın dın dın dın dın.
Levioso.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. Protego. Complicates things. Good form.
I know.
Yat oğlum aşağı.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Stupid one.
Yat oğlum aşağı.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Şey yok mu ya?
I do enjoy lively duels.
Attık bunu dışarıya. Kolaydı. Easy.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you
Hadi lan
get.
oradan natbetmiş. Gaza geldi
I
bizimki.
put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any
Çok fazla
indication,
ego bastık
we can
karaktere.
expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Thank you.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one
Ne
day.
bunlar tanışabiliyoruz mu?
Class is
Merhaba.
dismissed.
Merhaba.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Allah.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
Bir daha konuşmaya geldik,
Everyone
dur.
will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
Biraz fazla dövmüş
perhaps this
olabilirim
wasn't
bence.
your
Çok şey
first
yapmasın.
duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club
Bak geldi
or
bizi
sneaking
dinliyorlar.
into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual
Bir
skill.
dahakinde biraz daha fazla döverim.
Look for
Sen
Luke and Brattleby near the
sendeki
clock
bu
tower
şeyi
entrance.
söndürmek lazım.
If you're interested.
Ben çok biliyorum ya olayını.
Till next time.
Aynen. Bir şeyler oldu yine. Açılan yolu mu? Pardon. Pardon.
Do you think I'm impressed?
Diğer derse yetişmem lazım. Sorry. Ulan ne oluyor FPS'e? Ulan daha da yukarıda. Nerede gidiliyor? Daha da yukarısı nerede? Ha buradaymış.
Get away from me!
Ne oldu? Gittik geldik. Sıkıntı yok değil mi?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the letters.
Hadi bu dersi de öğrenelim, bölümü bitirelim sonra. Ders bölümü olsun bu.
Here, behind you.
That's I.
There is an open seat here.
Ne o? Gryffindorlu bizi çağırıyor.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Yeni
Have you
şeyim
met
ben,
Professor
öğrenciyim ben.
Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Haydi başlayalım.
Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone?
Beynimiz yandı. Bir tek.
Anyone? Hmm?
Yok. Yok hocam, yok.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Yine biz çıktık ortaya. İlk önce başkaları mı? Ne bir öğrendik hızlıdan.
Akio.
Ver onu bana.
That is not bad.
Allah Allah. Oğlum niye herkes bana şey...
I see a lot of potential,
Neyse.
but remember,
Göstereceğiz bunlara nasıl büyü
potential
yapıldığını.
is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Ne oldu? Dışarıya çıkıyoruz. Bakalım. Yay.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Ne oldu, bina mı tutuyorsun?
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Niye hep yeni öğrenciler deniyor ki şimdi bunlar ama yani? Olmaz ama yani.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and excellent. Not to worry. Now, splendid. Happens to the best of us.
Çek.
That's it. Stay focused.
Olmadı mı? Oldu.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hadi at. Ver.
Here we go.
Oğlum ben niye şey yapamıyorum? Alo?
There we go.
Accio.
Yapma. Erken bıraktık. Puh.
Watch this.
Bu oğlum hepsini sona çekiyor. Bu olmaz. Yenildik. No. Yaptık. Oldu.
Very good.
Çekeme lan onu. Hadi çekeme. Ben çekersem kazanıyor muyum? Kaç oldu o? 130. Yetmiyor.
Accio.
Durdu mu? Durdu. Durdu. Gelme.
Brilliant.
Yenildik. Bir tanesi çok arkada kaldı. Erken bıraktık.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Ha bir daha mı?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Hadi.
I'll say.
Enough
Hadi.
chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Vur lan. Helal. Let's go bro.
Oh no.
Accio.
Olur. Sıkıntı yok. Bizde.
Excellent control there.
Biraz hızlı çektim ama. Yine gitti onun topu dışarıya. Ah lan.
Oh dear me.
Accio.
Değecek mi?
Well done.
Değmedi. Nice.
Be sharp.
O da çarpacak ki. 0.
Concentrate, Natsai.
Çekmeme gerek var mı onu ya? Hızlı. Oo, çok hızlı çektik.
Not to worry.
Olur. Sıkıntı yok. Kazandık sonuç olarak.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well done. O geri mi döndük şimdi şeye? Room'a. Aynen.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Sınıfa. Classroom.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier.
Güzelmiş
I
bu arada
promise.
ders bölümleri. Ben sevdim. Umarım daha fazladır böyle.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world
Chat'te
at
kimse
a
yok
new
mu ya?
school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be
Aksan çok
floating in
değişik ya.
midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly
Sınıf
anyone
ekmeği
at
koptu yine.
Ouagadougou uses one.
Okay, son soruyu da.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts.
Nasıl ya?
But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
Nasıl daha
It
büyük
always
lan
felt
Hogwarts'tan?
like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I
O zaman
think
dön
Professor
geri
Ronan wants to
özellikle.
talk to you.
Yani.
Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Bu dersimizi de tamamladık sanırsam. Dur hocayla konuşacakmışız. Hocam. Nasıldım, iyi miydin bugün ha?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting,
Yo,
sir.
çok iyi bir öğrenciyim
Charm
bence
is
de.
there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the
Weasley'le
ordinary
konuşmayalım artık.
curriculum.
Dur.
Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am
Regarding
preparing for you.
Okey. Bunu tamamladık. 285 75 level'ız.
You're the new student, aren't you?
Aha, merhaba, ne haber? Yeni
Hello.
öğrenciyim ben.
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager
Ne?
to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to
Lan
be
abin,
overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms
abinin kafasına
homework.
vurmuş mu sen gibi?
I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Ne oldu ona öyle? Burada ne var? Nerede bu sandık?
And then the werewolves joined the
Merhaba.
goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
Dur buradan
Handy
gidebiliyoruz.
resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Dur lan dur. Yanlış oldu. Nasıl yapıyorduk bunu? O da değil. Açılmıyor bu. Ha, map'ten böyle miydi? Ay, buradan diğer görevleri seçeceğiz, öyle gideceğiz. Öyle mi? F diyor. Okey, ama onları bence sonraki bölümde yapalım. O zaman. Daha bir sürü görevimiz varmış. Dersimiz varmış. O dersleri de bir sonraki... Aha, merhaba. Oğlum, bu ne la böyle? Daha güzel. Bu ne? Bu da farklı rengi. Aynısının farklı rengisi. Evet. O zaman burada YouTube için de bölümü sonuna gelelim. Lan dur. Kaldır kafayı. Oturabiliyor muyuz şuraya? Yok, oturamıyoruz. Şunu döndürelim. Evet YouTube. İkinci bölümünde burada sonuna geliyoruz o zaman. Umarım beğenmişsinizdir. Beğendiyseniz yorum yapmayı, abone olmayı ve like atmayı unutmayın. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Hoşçakalın. Bay bay. Bay bay.